Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey. Thanks for joining me today. Well, this Sunday afternoon, we just got in from church and it is around 70 degrees, so we're going to take advantage of the warm weather and do a little work out here. We're going to start off with the exhaust and try to get it on the car. We'll see what else we can get done after that. So ride along with us. On our last episode, we covered trying to build this stuff, and we got everything put together, and we had tack welded, but I've got it all welded up solid now. So we're going to hopefully get this on the car, and once we get it situated on there, we'll put our stand over there, and that'll support it while I try to build the rest of the mounts we need off the frame, because we're going to try to use these mounts that's on there already. Hopefully, that's the game plan. So let's see if we can get these on here. On top of that yellow bar over here. I'm sorry. You should try it. Lay it up there. All right, that's it. See if we can get that set. Let's see how much work done is here. Perfect. Wow, how about this? Okay. This is my son-in-law, Heath. He walked in at the wrong time. All right, thanks to my son-in-law, Heath, giving me a hand. Look how tight that is. Looks like Rick Hendrick did it. Or somebody that works for Rick Hendrick. But anyway, so we'll come here now. We've actually got a bolt right here. Weld a tab, grab that right there in that spot. And we're gonna come off the frame right here. Put a piece right here. Same way on the other side of the frame there. And these are a little bit wild outside. So I'll show you how. We're actually going to, we'll cut them off, but that'll be fine. So pretty cool. Look how level that is. Very pleased with that. I found this 1-inch bar, and luckily it's already got holes drilled in, so we're going to take advantage of that. I've already bent up the first one, and I'll show you where it's going to go here. We just kind of build these one at a time, get one piece welded on, then you move on to the next one. We'll utilize that hole up there, put this on the bottom, bolt it through, then we'll tack weld it and bend it around and weld it. Then we'll move to the other side. And then really we'll only put just 4 on there and that'll be it. All right, we got everything pulled up tight. Got this on, I'm gonna go ahead and tack this now, and then I have to beat it around. We'll tighten that up there here in just a second. It looks like I'm gonna be able to go through this metal right here. So that's gonna be real easy on the outside, bolt that through. We're gonna be able to hit the metal on both sides. So then we'll come back to, we're all gonna trim this exhaust off probably about right there. But let's see if we can get this tacked. I'm probably not gonna video that. I'll show you what it looks like when it gets done. But we'll get that tacked, get that beat around, and we'll move on to the other side. Okay, I wasn't able to video this. I just said it was, you knew what was going on, but we got this welded on good, bolted tight. Got both sides of the collectors here on the boom tubes, the end boom tubes. Got them bolted to the steel, the floor pan. So let's get this thing down and see if we can crank it up. See what it sounds like. It's got to sound a ton better. Now, you asked me a while ago where I got this car from, and you said, you know where'd it come from? I said, I got it from Arkansas, and you said, yeah, I know him. It's Kyle Petty. So that's Kyle Petty's race car?
Hot Wheels.
That's right. Everybody likes Hot Wheels, don't they?
Yes.
All right, well, let's see if we can crank it up, see if it sounds better. Sounds 100% better, but it still sounds like a dead stock 350. got the water pump pulley fixed too. You see it's running true now. I keep forgetting that that's the new ignition, not the original one. I got to mark all those. Okay, before I go in the house, I decided to go ahead and whack this off. It's going to drive me crazy. So let's see if we can get this cut real quick. All right, man, that looks great. All right, here's what we took off. That was real quick and dirty. It didn't take just a few minutes, and looks a heck of a lot better. I didn't want to have to go in there and lay in bed tonight thinking how nasty that looks. All right, there you go. That looks really nice. Man, that looks nice. Well, it's always a good sign when you're sweeping up. That means you're getting close to the end. Isn't that a beauty? Buddy's been working on the car hard this morning. I've been trying to do some cleanup here in the shop, but got a new alternator on. Got the water pump pulley fixed. Got all the plug wires tied up, and got everything wired up in the dash. Everything looks good there. All we have to do, I'm waiting on one little adapter to come off this alternator that's going to come in from Summit. But everything is done. I'm going to go outside now. We'll wash the windshield and see if we can get it cleaned up. And I think we'll be able to get the windshield in there. I'm probably going to take the back glass out as well. It's pretty bad shape, really bad shape. I don't know how much of that's on the inside, but we may ask. It needs to be, probably pop it out too and wash it. And then we're going to wash down the inside. But we'll test this drive here, or we'll test drive this thing here pretty quick. All right, I got some Pro-Glow mixed up here. We're just going to spray this thing down. We want to be real careful that we don't scratch this thing. So we're going to wet it real good with Pro-Glow and then just rinse it off. I'm actually filming this on January the 1st, New Year's Day, and it's about 30 degrees out here. It feels like. I'm not really a fan of having the water going, but while I'm waiting on the windshield to dry, Buddy's got a new coat of paint on the dash. So that looks brand new. That makes all this other stuff look bad. I have to spray that real quick before we put the windshield in there. Well, Buddy's putting the dash in, and boy, I tell you, this is the best I can do in this glass. It is. That's just typical Lexan. It just goes bad, and it's got that little bit light film on it. You can take a razor blade and scrape all that off, but this one's got some pretty good gouge in it, but that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. So we'll see what the owner wants to do. I would probably recommend pulling that out and putting a new one in. Since you got this as a pattern, it'd be real easy to do. Okay, since it's so cold on the outside, I'm actually using Pro-Glow. We're spraying everything, and it's already, you see how dirty it is, how dirty it was. I wish I'd done it before and after, but just spray it with Pro-Glow and then come back and just hit it with another pump up sprayer with fresh water in it. But Buddy's got the dash in it, and we're looking pretty close. Okay, we went to check the clutch, and of course the clutch would not work. So looks like the clutch plates were stuck, but we've bled it, and hopefully it's gonna work. We're gonna try to put it back in gear now and try it. Okay, the good news is the clutch now works. Sounds like
needs a factory stock motor.
Yeah, that sounds like a street stock. That's what it says. All right, we're getting a new dipstick in it, getting new oil put in it. I don't know how old that oil is, but got a lot of stuff on the plug. But this will be the last time we'll be under the car, hopefully. Okay, we checked the rear end grease, transmission grease, that was all good. Put a new filter on it, put oil in it now. We gotta come back, we gotta tie these spark plug wires up just a little bit. Then I gotta get a air cleaner. I found an air cleaner here, went off my race cars that we're gonna put on here, and I gotta get a stud for it. and throw the windshield in it. I tell you, this back glass did not clean up. It's just got to have, it's got to have glasses in it. It's horrible, but it's not that big of a deal. But it's going to have new glasses in it. Well, we end up taking the glass back out. I'm trying to polish it. I'm just using some regular, real soft turtle wax, actually, just automotive wax. And usually you can get these things back to life, but this one, it looks 100 times better. I've been working on it for about an hour, but if you look straight down, you can see, but better, way better than it was, but this is really not the way it needs to be. But I'm gonna talk to the owner, see if I can go to Regal Plastic up here in Shreveport. We actually use these, I make them all the time. Use this for a pattern, and we can make a new one, probably about another $1,000, but I'm not sure if we wanna spend that much more money on it or not. We pretty much got everything together, to be honest with you. Just got the plug wires tied up, got the air filter on it, and I think we actually can go try to test drive it. So I'm gonna throw the windshield back in it and see if it'll move. All right, finally got one started there. Ooh, that windshield looks bad. I polished on it for almost an hour. It's 100 times better than what it was, but it just needs to have new Lexan put in. Let's get stuff off of it and see if it'll move. Put a little Pro Glow on this thing. It'll eat up all this dirt, and I can just wash it in here by hand when I have to go outside. It's pretty chilly outside. All right. That looks pretty nice. Oh, it had a bunch of mildew on it, all that wiped off. Okay, next step. I'm gonna move my Bojangles truck out of the way, get this thing off the lift, and let's see if it'll move. I can tell you it's got the Daytona gear that I had originally. It probably runs 80 miles an hour in first gear. So we're just going to test drive it real quick down the road. And then if it runs and stops, we're good. Well, I think that was a successful test drive, except for the fact that the throttle only opens up about a quarter of the way. I've got to get a spacer that goes on the bottom of this, and that raises that base up. We'll put probably about a 1-inch spacer on there, and because what's happened when it pulls back is hitting, and we'll get that fixed. That won't be a problem. But very tickled. It runs, does what a show car is supposed to do. It moves and stops. Wow, what a project this has been. Man, this thing came close to getting us, but in the long run, we got her done. This has been way more work than what we thought, but was glad it turned out the way it did. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.